Hey guys, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your weekly tarot and astrology for April 20th through the 26th of 2020. So before we get into the tarot, we're going to go over the astrology. And I just want to say thank you for all of your support. Thank you for all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. If you haven't, do make sure to subscribe. Do make sure to check out your monthlies as well as your weeklies for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. And if you do want to book a private reading, all my information is below in my description box where it always is. And I am taking 20% off of all of my readings at this time due to the coronavirus, so check that out, guys. And also I have some information down there on how to get a good chunk of change off of Truly Divine's astrology and numerology analysis reports, which I will mention again at the end, okay? So let's get into this week here. It is the first week of Sun in Taurus. Yay! Happy birthday to all of my Tauruses. It's my birthday week, so I'm pretty excited. I put on my big hoops for this reading. So let's talk about this here. We also have the new moon in Taurus this week. That's going to be pretty big. I might even do a separate video on it. And we're starting off the week here with Monday 4/20, which I will be putting a really special and interesting video out that is quite divergent from my normal content, so check that out, guys. So Monday is 4/20, and we are starting the week off with the moon in Aries here. It's going to be a lot more energy. Our energy is going to be a lot more, jacked up. We're going to be wanting to do a lot of things. We're going to be feeling a lot more confident. We also have the sun again entering Taurus. Depending on what you think, I guess, because it's a leap year, some people have told me. So thank you again in the comments for those of you who answered my question on that. Because I was like, it always starts on 4/20. Why is it on 4/19 this year? And there was differing things on the internet and in books, so I was a little bit confused as to what was going on with the start of Taurus season. But apparently it's starting on the 19th because of the leap year. So there we go. Again, thanks for the answers on that. I don't know everything. With the sun entering Taurus on 4/19, 4/20, whatever, we have this productive, practical, pragmatic, grounded, earthy, health-conscious energy that we're going to be, more enjoying cleaning, making our homes brighter, more comfortable, looking also for new ways in terms of how to relax and enjoy things more, how to enjoy work more, how to enjoy our playtime and relaxation time more, and really get the most out of it, how to slow down while still being productive, okay? So we also have the moon in Aries sextiling Saturn in Aquarius that day, bringing up this sense of responsibility, which makes us also, again, really highly assertive in terms of pursuing our goals with deliberation. On Tuesday, the 21st, what am I saying, the 21st? It's my birthday. I got a little excited there. That's my birthday, so happy birthday to me on the 21st. I'm turning 26. Over the 25th, first quarter of life hump, so it's going to be a little weird for me. We have the sun in Taurus squaring Saturn in Aquarius, so there's going to be this sense of overconfidence masking our uncertainty and limitations, and obstacles might crop up. We have another couple of interesting sextiles, moon in Aries sextiling Venus in Gemini, moon in Aries sextiling Mars in Aquarius, and the moon in Aries conjunct Mercury in Aries, which is interesting because they're both in Aries. So mentally, we're going to be really active there, and in terms of judgment, we're going to have really good judgment, and it might be some pretty decent energy for starting or working practically on business matters there. Wednesday the 22nd, we have the new moon in Taurus, and that's going to bring up some big energies. Let me just get my notes on that, actually. So I have quite a few, but I don't want to overburden you with it because I'm going to do a separate video. But it is pretty interesting because it is the fixed earth Taurus. This is the first new moon in a fixed earth or a fixed sign here of the new astrological year. So it's got this really Empress type energy, as I associate with Taurus if you watch my tarot videos a lot. And it's going to really have you looking at, any paradigms that we've really needed to liberate ourselves from. So anything, in terms of our belief that we're liberating ourselves and tying this belief into buying things, ideas, living that certain life, having that apartment, living there. If I buy this makeup, I'm going to be super beautiful. Things like that influencers, social media says that we must consume. This full moon here, new moon. What did I write? Full moon. New moon will really ask you, is that really true here? And does that really fulfill you? Does that make you truly whole and liberated? So consumption does not equal liberation. liberation, and that's going to be a huge wake-up call for a lot of people, and I know I've been feeling it. So I've even kind of, you know, stepped, even though, like, you know, I don't know if I'm an influencer or what, I don't consider myself that, but I've kind of stepped back from social media in some bigger ways, just because I think it's, a lot of it is so fake, and it's so, you can get, I don't know, just, I'll talk about that more in the new moon in Taurus video, so stick around for that, or keep an eye out on that, because that's a big conversation I definitely want to have with you guys as well. You know, what we feel obligated to do and be in terms of social media, because we're chasing, again, this wholeness that this new moon in Taurus is really going to have us look at and say, does that really make you feel whole? No. There's also going to be this Saturn square with Aquarius, Saturn and Aquarius square, so that's going to be interesting. And again, we'll talk more about the Taurus new moon, because it'll be a really good time for a lot of, you know, again, new beginnings, looking at practicality in terms of work here, and especially because Uranus is in Taurus, and it's making some interesting aspects there as well, and having some conversations with Uranus in Taurus and the moon in Taurus. It's gonna, again, have us really being able to break some negative patterns and help us direct and focus towards things that we really want to happen, and have us looking again at what is our true nature and being a lot more true in terms of that, and that'll help us, again, pick what we want to manifest, pick where we're going. So I know that's a lot to digest in terms of astrology, so I won't burden you for the rest of the week here. On the 25th, we have Pluto retrograding, so that's going to be pretty big. There's going to be a lot of intense and complex energy hanging really heavy around this time, and we're not going to be as open and direct about our desire for control during this Pluto retrograde, okay? And that lasts all the way until October 4th. So let's just leave this all here, because that's a lot of astrology, and you can definitely check out White Light Astrology. I really love his little weekly overviews, so check those out as well if you want to look more and learn more about the astrology that's happening right now and how it's really playing out in the world around us, on a global scale. It's pretty interesting, and I really like the way that he does that, so check him out. Anyways, guys, let's get into your weekly tarot reading. All right, Cancers, so we're looking with the Hobbit deck here, Hobbit Tarot, at your week ahead. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Do be sure to check out your monthly and even your yearly for 2020. I did have a comprehensive astrology and tarot yearly that I did for all of the signs, so you can even check that out as well. It's still up. All right. Interesting. Okay, well, okay, one last card here. Advice and guidance for this week, Cancers. No. Doesn't feel right. Not that one. You guys might be feeling a little bit in the low side this week. I mean, we have a new moon. You guys are ruled by the moon. It's always an up and down roller coaster with how we're feeling, right? As somebody who's Cancer rising and ruled by the moon, I get it. Eight of Wands is your overall theme of the week, though. There's a lot going on, a lot of communication, and things are going to start progressing quite quickly. You might have a lot on your plate. You might get some communication this week that brings a lot more energy, and things happen and really into your life here. Let's pull a little bit more on that. I'm just curious a little bit about that. But overall, there's a real sense of moving forward, of progression, and momentum building, especially in terms of work. Work is looking very solid. Again, you might be very busy in that area. You might be hearing communication about a work situation, and needing to really realign yourself, or especially if it's a new job, new situation. However, you're feeling really stable in that area. There's a lot of stability, a lot of sustenance, a lot of long-term manifesting and long-term effort and work that feels like it's being paid off. Again, with the Pentacles, you know, Queen of Coins, Eight of Coins, Eight of Wands, It just feels very progressive. We're also looking at things, you know, and how we can better production, how we can work better at something, what we can do to make something, you know, better. We're using our intelligence, what we know, to really divine a new path forward. How are other people doing it? What are new ways I can go about this? A new way to cross that bridge, to fix that problem, to work on this situation that I have to do here. How can I better my work? What can I do about it? So there's all that going on there, but there's also a real stability, security. We got money. Things are pretty locked in, it feels like, in those areas, or they will be. How you're feeling this week here, 3 of Wands. We are seeing progression. We're also taking action. There's a lot of action-oriented energy around us and in our emotional self, how we're feeling. We want to take action. We want to move forward, and we are starting the week off with the moon in Aries, and we still have Mercury in Aries right now. So there's a lot of forward moving, you know, drive energy, how we're feeling, how we're communicating, the way we're pushing forward on things, taking new directions as well. 3 of Wands is not taking, you know, we've prospected, we've looked at what we've done before, and now we're taking things in a new direction, or taking our energy progressively forward, but in a different way, it feels. The moon reversed has a little bit of that, you know, fear type feelings and weirdness and shadows feeling real, your fears coming to life. You could also be staying up late at night, having a hard time sleeping. But with the moon reversed, for you guys, I just feel you might be feeling a bit drained emotionally, and could have a lot to do with the new moon, especially because the moon is reversed, and often that card will show up during the time of a new moon, especially for moon ruled signs like you. So we're feeling a little bit more emotionally drained, needing to take rest, and needing to I don't know, it kind of also feels like you're seeing things in a more highlighted, more introspective way, what you've needed to know, what you've needed to look at. It's all very clear, and that's why we're able to take some action moving forward, and why we want things to change, and we're not afraid really to look at things in a more negative aspect. Love and relationships has a little bit of a rocky energy to it with the 5 of Swords and the Judgment card. Somebody that's ghosted you could be coming back, somebody that you once fought with. You're like, are you really freaking back? And if they are, and that person has been difficult for you, you're gonna be like, I'm doing fine without you. And they're gonna be like, I know, that's why I came back. And you're gonna be like, I don't think so. So just, if there's an ex or somebody that, you know, causes a lot of drama, causes a lot of chaos, has ghosted you, has hurt you, has left you in the lurch, comes back, you know, I would say turn on your heels and close that door. But the 5 of Swords and Judgment for a relationship could indicate some fighting, and possibly fights that have come up before, have cropped up before, issues and problems that we need to work on, especially in terms of communication and seeing eye to eye. You know, we can still feel very confident, and this might even have a lot to do with our self-confidence. I said that a little backwards, but this might have a lot to do with where our confidence lies and how that is. We might be feeling less than confident in ourselves, and, you know, attacking because we're feeling extra defensive this week. But we really should be talking about, you know, what makes us feel stable, and, you know, even just in terms of a relationship, what's going to make you feel secure in this relationship. What do you need? What do you want? It's time to start being very truthful to yourself and your needs, your desires, and treating this relationship, coming up to it, or coming to this relationship in a way that you can feel proud and confident in. Also, you know, knowing that you are a whole person on the other side of this. And if you're not feeling whole and it's become a very codependent situation, it's time to really work on these areas. You know, why this fight keeps happening, why these issues keep cropping up, and what does that have to do with how you're feeling, with, you know, where you're at, what needs to be either changed, or what the other person needs to respect more. There's all sorts of balancing there. So let's actually get one more for that. Needing to look at things and really balance it. Yeah. The Star. Where do you see things going, and what do we need to heal within this relationship for the better? We need to find a more transcendent and a higher way of communicating, a better way, a more healing way. This week has a lot of potential to heal, but we have to be willing to bring the skeletons out of the closet and look at them. And that's not fun for you guys, let's all be honest. But King of Swords is also your advice for the week. And King of Swords ain't gonna let you go. He ain't gonna let you go without the truth. He ain't gonna let you just walk away from something. He's very mature, very in command, and has this kind of like lawful energy. He, knows the truth. He's not afraid to say it. He can even come across as a bit cold, but we need to put things into mental balance without all that watery weirdness. It's time to put some reality into this, some mature command, stepping up to the plate, saying the right thing, doing the right thing, and acting in the right way, the best way that is truthful to who we are and where we stand and what we're looking to create, accomplish, or do. That's Thorin. Ain't nobody gonna mess with him, right? Hell no. So let's pull some oracles for you guys. Let's pull one for love because that seemed a bit messy. And then we're gonna pull one of the other ones, okay? Love for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus messages there. Ooh. Let's get one more. Okay, we get 2 cards here. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. You've got to be a little bit more positive rather than attacking. And sometimes we can be a bit sensitive, let's be honest, a bit nitpicky in those ways because we want things to be a certain way. We hold things in, but it's time to communicate again what you really need and what's going to make you feel solid, stable, and confident in this relationship. Trust. This situation is really calling for you to have faith. It could also be that, if you're going through a rough time in terms of relationships, it's time for you to heal and do what's best for you and trust, even though you've been through a difficult time, this person might not be good for you, this person that's coming back. This situation calls for you to have faith and love and to stay optimistic and know that the right person is coming in at the right time. Just because they're not here now just means that you got more time to focus on you and loving you, and that's a good thing. Just believe me, relationships are difficult, they're messy, they're hard. They involve a lot of effort. So don't always put them up on a pedestal. Put yourself up on that pedestal instead for now if you need to. Let's pull a Lynn V. Andrews Power Deck card for you guys. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Guidance and messages from your higher self. Ooh, what's coming right out here? Ooh, commitment. Hold on. So, let me look at this from this perspective. Isn't that lovely? Beautiful card. These are so beautiful. Commitment. You need commitment to focus on your target. Take aim and pull back the bow and then shoot your arrow, knowing you will hit the bullseye with every shot. To hit the bullseye requires total commitment of your spiritual and physical being. You need only the commitment to walk down the path through the gateway into your true destiny. It is a process of gathering. You gather your emotions, your mental strength, and your abilities as you would gather sheep. It can be a long process, but your commitment gives you endurance. It is the next step after defining your act of power. Materialize your dreams, begin to live them. Build that magnificent dream lodge within you with total commitment. Yup, that was a really good oracle card. Dang, that hit. All right, I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed your weekly here, Cancers. Check out your monthlies, check out your weeklies. Make sure to subscribe, guys. If you want to book a reading, again, all that info is in the description box below. And I am taking 20% off of all of my readings right now, just to try to help people out and offer readings when maybe we can't pay as much. Do check out Truly Divine and their amazing astrology, compatibility, numerology analysis. They are incredible, and you can use my code Deku30 as many times as you want. You can send it to people. Again, they can use it multiple times. It's not just a one-time only code. But again, use Deku30 at Truly Divine to get 30% off of all of your astrology, compatibility, and numerology analysis. They are the most incredible analysis service in those areas that I've ever had, even getting readings and chart analysis through people and numerology analysis through people. Like, they're just amazing. So do check them out. I am just still so impressed by them. So do make sure to subscribe, guys. Make sure to share if you enjoyed it, and have a wonderful and blessed week ahead. Namaste, and happy birthday to everybody who is celebrating this week. Stay happy, stay healthy, and safe, my friends. Namaste.